All right, what's up, guys? Back for day 19. Should be a longer stream today. I don't have much to do. I'm just gonna probably do the same thing of do some lead code, and then work on the Zig project. Oh shit, what's up, Caesar? You joined fast as fuck. I was just saying, I'm gonna work on the snake project a little, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I should just keep doing stuff with Go, or if I should keep hopping, like languages. Cause Zig like seems cool. It's quick with it today, yeah, man. Quick as fuck. Cause Zig is cool. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it to learn it because like no jobs use Zig, but also like you can always learn stuff just to learn stuff. But I'm trying to figure out like what's most beneficial. What's up, Cool Brick? But yeah, obviously we're gonna start with lead code, which I probably should just do lead code to be honest. I also finally got a mouse. I think I said that yesterday, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Caesar. Like, that's why I'm doing Zig, just because, like, it's fun. But I was thinking to myself last night, I was like, a couple of people have come in and it's like, oh, what's your favorite language? Or, like, what do you primarily code in? It's like, if you look at my GitHub, it's like literally anything. Because I just do stuff randomly and for no good reason. Using hard words here, but I feel like while we are learning, we have to take an opportunity to learn different things. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I agree completely. Caesar, what do you think I should do today? What of these topics? Oh, no, I know. I wanted to do, like stairs. There was some stairs problem, like a dynamic programming stairs. Min cost climbing stairs. How is this an easy? I swear I heard this was like a dynamic programming problem. What is the difference between climbing stairs and min cost climbing stairs? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, so this is counting distinct ones. And the other one is a cost. Okay, might do those. Let's see. I need to read more about backtracking before I like. I should learn that. Maybe let's do tree problems. Because I did those for a bit and then I've taken a little bit of a break. Advanced graph. Can try them. These look. Dude, the fact that they're all hards or medium is like. What's up, Lauren? 2025, I'm trying this technique called manifestation. Dude, I've been on that. Please give me a job. Please. Graphs are always aids, yeah. I need to turn my music down. Okay, so no warm up. Let's just start. You're a hiker preparing for an upcoming hike. It's probably gonna be aids, so I do need to keep track of stuff. You were given heights, which is a 2D array of rows and columns. Okay. So it's just talking about, okay, sure. That was literally me writing an email that I had copy and pasted. Why did I not copy it to hello? Okay, that's what I wanted. I should just be typing this anyway. Probably gonna be one of the last days I hop on for the whole stream. So I'm going to travel tonight, leaving at 4 a.m. Oh shit. Hey, have fun traveling, bro. I never like expect anybody to come, so thank you guys for being here so quickly. Do you guys like get notifications from my stream, or like how do you find this even? I don't know. I don't know how that shit works. Okay, you're situated in the top left cell, and you hope to travel to the bottom right. Okay. You can move up, down, left, or right, and you wish to find a route that requires the minimum effort. A route's minimum effort is the maximum absolute difference in heights between two consecutive columns. Got notifications on? Hey, you were a real one. Oh, also, I don't know if you were one of the people that asked me to. The almighty algorithm is called... yeah, for some reason. What's up, Witch Hunter? I have no clue. I don't know why my stuff gets like in anybody's algorithm. I don't do anything special. All I do is hit start stream and change the date. I change like the number in the title. So this kind of seems like a dynamic programming one, but I don't know. Actually, I need to think more about this. So it's pretty much like okay. So you just want to traverse from here to here with each step size like always being minimalized. So like you don't want to use like a 3 to 8. Like it'd be like this is a cost of 1, min cost of 1, min cost of 1, min cost of 3. So it feels kind of greedy in the way that we might want to start like bottom right and then like the recursive, like the way you call it is like find the min in its neighboring ones. Because also a nice thing of, can't this be solved with it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then like at each point, which each node having 4 edges, each edge being yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a minimum spanning tree, but is it a minimum spanning tree though? Because I don't know if it is, because you can have a minimum spanning tree like couldn't a minimum spanning tree be one of the edges be like almost all of the weight? Like couldn't you have like a 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1, and then 1 to like 6? Or would it always? You know, I don't know if I'm wording this right, but like, couldn't a minimum spanning tree, one of the edges contribute like a huge amount? Because it's asking for like the minimum effort at any point. Like it's not like the sum of these efforts. It's like the maximum absolute difference. Because if it was MST, like we just slap Kruskalls on it. A minimum spanning tree is just like a tree that hits all nodes with the lowest edge weight, always. Probably DP? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I also, like my mind is going to greedy of like start bottom right and then like your next node that you're going to take is like the one that minimizes it. And then you just always like just greedy take it. Because like here, the minimum would be 2. So then you would take to here. And then here, can you only go up, down, left, right? Yeah, I should copy that over. So then we'll only need to keep track of, we will need to keep track of visited. Because like these two have the same, and technically I'm allowed to search up, down, left, right. Yeah, so I need to keep track of visited, but how do I just need a current and a next? I think, but the only thing I want to make sure of is like if I have something that's like 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's like I don't want to be able to move to here and then move to here because we can't move back. So then I move up and like say this is 5. Like my algorithm will want to move here. And then if I have something like 6 and 7, like I need to note that this was already visited, you know? Because I don't want to go here. I'd want to sack and go here. But also this is like a thing that also doesn't work. Because if we go here, our min cost would be 4, go back 1, when we could have gone up to here. If next is... Will that always work? I don't know. Let me try to see if I can think of something where that wouldn't work. Because I agree, like my intuition goes to greedy. But then essentially what I'm saying is like once I'm here, like if these are all like, or I guess I'll need something a little bit broader. This is like a horrible drawing, but whatever. It'll do. These values don't really matter. My whole thing is like, okay, greedy-wise, here, where do we go? Like, where do we go? Because we're here. These two are both minimized. So like, say we just take left, like we choose left, then it's like minimized. So we take this, minimize, take this, minimize, take this, minimize, take this, minimize, and then we end in a cycle. So we do need like a whole visited track. Kind of seems more like a... Dude, why is my encoding overloading again? I don't know how to fix that. It keeps saying like encoding overloaded. I don't know. I'm very sorry if the quality is bad. I don't know how much I can do about it. Yeah. See, you're gonna need to take a visited thing because at some point you can just have cycles. Should it be Dijkstra? Yeah, greedy does look hard to prove. What's up, Shaman? Just delete node after you leave it. I guess. Also, I don't know if it's Dijkstra. Because Dijkstra, unless there's some comparison thing that I'm forgetting, for Dijkstra it's like min total cost. But like, I need to delete all these. Bum, bum, bum. Because if we're Dijkstraing, what's this? I am trying to solve some leetcode problems and I'm just drawing stuff out. Anyways, for Dijkstra, like it would be wanting to minimize the path cost. So like Dijkstra would take this because that has a path cost of 13. But I should be taking this. Even though, I guess you could do edge weights. Like you make a whole new thing with edge weights. Oh, sorry if you guys can hear my dog. You should construct a new graph, yeah. Probably should construct a new graph with edge weights. Could be any graph algorithm, but execution time and memory use. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't thought about graphs in terms of coding in like a long time, besides like basic trees. So I kind of don't even know how to make a new graph, if I'm being like fully honest. Like, do you make, in these problems, do you make like your own nodes and stuff? But each edge will have way representing the absolute difference between all. Yeah. See, that'd be smart if I remembered how to code that. I think, honestly, this might be one of the problems where I should just kind of go to the answer. Yeah, not MSG. Usually do adjacency list. See, I remember hearing these words, but it's been like almost a full year since I did a DSA class. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. No need to build your own node in edge class. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you have like your own. Oh, it's like a. Okay. Is it always a 3x3 graph though? I don't think so. What are the constraints? No. Here are the constraints. So, adjacency list. So it's just like a. Okay, makes sense. That's true. True would be constant time. So they are undirected graphs. So each, okay. Okay, this seems fairly easy to implement. Famous last words, but like, it doesn't seem that hard. It's pretty much just like each, pause. Don't think you need it for this problem. Could you maybe walk me through this then, Jeremy? Dude, I always feel like I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry. I'm too white. Matrix implementations helps when you want to find the shortest path between every pair of points. Okay. Because to me, this just seems like, not like backtracking, but it's like, I don't know if it's, you always take the greedy. Scholarly. Yeah, that's true. You start here, end here. So you want to go top left to bottom right. Oh, also, something random, guess. I made a Discord. Like 2 people asked. Thought you could do what Lauren said with Dextras, but the source is the destination. The source is the destination. Nice. Yeah, dude, it's the most basic thing. I made like nothing but like an admin role and like some text channels. But I got like a YouTube comment about it from someone that I've never heard from. He was like, make a Discord. I was like, yeah, that's fair. Sure, why not? Takes like no effort. All right. I think since I've not looked at graph problems in a while, I think it'd be the most plus EV to just look at solutions. What's up, Cypher? I'm good, how are you? I think I should just look at solution because I've kind of thought through what I think I should do, but I don't really know how to implement them. And I haven't looked at graph problems in a while. That's gonna be my cope. Unless there are hints. Oh, there are hints. Consider the grid as a graph where adjacent cells have an edge. Yeah. Oh, so we're close. If you're given threshold k, check if it is possible to go from 0, 0 using edges. Only k? How's uni? It's honestly quite good. I'm going back on Monday, which is like a quick as fuck break. But I'm really excited to see my friends. It's nice to be around people. Yeah, it's quite tough. I'm going to be very busy because I definitely want to keep up with this. So that's like typically going to be an hour of my day. And then I got classes, part-time internship, and a part-time desk job. So we're going to be grinding for the next couple weeks. And I got to keep applying and get a job, which is the hardest part. Okay, so they're saying binary search the k value. Yeah. How do you binary search the k problem? All right, I misunderstood this problem completely. Do you get scholarship? For Northwestern, it's less individual scholarship besides like QuestBridge and stuff. But I do get a lot of financial aid because endowment, which is very nice. It's the only way I could go to this type of school. So just Dijkstra and binary search. Interesting. Secondly, a naive BFS will give you the path with minimal nodes visited. It doesn't care about the effort. Hey, get that money, my dude? Yeah. I can see where is Mr. Dijkstra's from. Yeah. I have the same problem. I don't really know where we're binary searching. Get that money, my dude. I gotta grind, man. Gotta grind. When a question asks about something related to shortest path, always consider how BFS can help because that's what BFS does. However, a few minutes of thinking. Yeah, okay. Python heap is kind of sus. What do you mean by that? I don't know, actually. So example 1, if you loop in the following order, right, left, bottom, you would find the path. Yeah, that's great, although it's not the optimal path. Okay. Now you can look at, fortunately, in naive BFS, you can only visit a node exactly once. Yeah, so you need some type of like backtracking thing. Do you check leetcode? I do. Yeah, Python is not my favorite, but it's definitely the easiest for these coding reviews. I mean, for coding stuff, because I don't know a lot of C++. I know enough, but it's much easier to just say like for num and nums and stuff like that. Okay. Let me read this. Yeah, so the order matters, but wait, that's no longer the scope of BFS. Yeah. It is true our BFS is fun. However, our BFS cannot differentiate the effort of the two paths. In fact, to introduce the notion of weight to a graph, BFS will fail. Yeah, makes sense. At this point, I know the logic for visiting. Yeah, I got to there as well. This answer should be sufficient to give me a hint that instead of a visited set, we need to store cost in a dictionary. Oh, interesting. Join Discord. Hey. What your programming experience? Tell us more about it from the start. From the start, I never coded until the end of my senior year of high school. Or not end, till my senior year of high school. I did an APCS class in Java. Didn't really think much of it. And then applied to schools under computer engineering because I liked the hardware part. And I was like, oh, well, if I'm doing computer engineering, like going the summer into my freshman year, I was like, I should learn more about coding. So I did CS50, learned Python, did a project in it. First year of university, didn't do a whole lot of projects, just learned a lot of stuff. And then this past summer, I did an internship at a startup doing front end and back end stuff like full stack, TypeScript, Express, React, some AI stuff, and then now I'm kind of just learning whatever. Forgot the proof, but I vaguely remember that BFS is like the simplest case of Dijkstra. Yeah. Also, I know I'm pronouncing Dijkstra wrong. It's just that's how my friends pronounce it. Yeah. Okay. And this answer should be sufficient to give me a hint that instead of a visited site, we need to store a cost in a dictionary. Hence, the modified BFS should look something like this. Me equals q.publift for every neighbor of me. The new cost is compute the cost. If the new cost is less than the cost of the neighbor, cost neighbor equals, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's literally just BFS. I mean, it's just Dijkstra. So you do just Dijkstra the whole thing. Why did I think Dijkstra was wrong then? Yeah. Some guy showed me something yesterday that was pretty interesting. It was like type checker challenges of TypeScript. It's pretty cool. I never really got into like the actual types of TypeScript, like the T extends, empty array, ternary operate, return never, or some bullshit like that. I'm an undergrad, so I'm just looking for internships. What's up, Faith? Okay. So we have a height and a width, Q. We append 0, 0, and we make a cost. Okay, so we make a cost dictionary for what each row and column is, and we set that to infinite because we're looking for the minimized version. Set the cost of the initial one to be 0 because you always start there. If it's inside, so that's just a bounds checker. So all that is. Same here in my third year. Got a few interviews coming up. Hey, I'm fucking proud of you for even getting interviews, man. I've heard back from nobody. It's rough out here. Okay. And then we perform our Dijkstra of row col equals pop left. Current height. Okay, and then current cost is, sure. So you're just getting like the current data and then checking the neighbors. If it's a valid neighbor, so if it's inside, we then check the height of that neighbor. Why would you not want min instead of max? New cost equals max. All referrals, networking release key. Yeah, I mean, that's why I started this. Since I'm dated. Being president of the CS Club in my uni definitely helped a lot. Yeah, for sure. No, that's, I mean, that's exactly why I started this. Got to start building trust. Except for networking, TCP, IP, HTTP. Okay, wait. So current cost is the cost at that cell. So you're doing it, keep grinding. Hey, thanks, man. That's the plan. Neighbor height. So you're checking the next neighbor height. And then you're editing like that neighbor's cost to either be, yeah. Because at minimum, yeah. Because you always want to take at least the current cost, even if it's like 5 and 5. Like, one thing I do for solutions after trying to solve it myself is put it into ChatGPT visually. Yeah. I typically will ask like ChatGPT to help me like solve this, but for something like this, I just haven't done advanced graph problems like in over a year. So I thought it was just better to like look through a couple answers first, refresh my memory, and then try to do stuff myself. But this makes absolute sense because like you don't want to store 0 because that's not the cost to get to that node. The cost to get that node is like the current cost, even if you add like nothing to it. Gave like 10 people referrals this year and nobody heard back. Holy shit. For what companies? I mean, if they're like cracked ones. You seem like a fucking cracked dude. So like, it's probably like, I give a person a referral to like fucking Netflix or some shit. Yeah, no referrals can definitely get you an interview. Not guarantee anything though. Yeah. There's Niantic. Oh yeah. Damn, you Pokemon Go. That's hype as fuck. And then you just return the cost. So it is, yeah, makes sense. Pokemon Go is fire, dude. Dude, I remember originally playing Pokemon Go. So my Citibank interview isn't too crazy. I'll hope for the best for you, brother. Hope for the best. Hoping for the best. We manifest around here. I think it was because I asked for an extension for a return offer deadline. Dude, you're a fucking savage. I like that. I like that. I wish I had that option. I wish I had that option. God damn. Dude, my boy a juggernaut. Okay. Oh, voice crack. I need to drink water. I guess I'll just try this, like, without this. Dude, he does stay winning. Just know this. You just being here 19 days in a row or even trying. Yeah, hey, thanks, man. The whole point is just got to keep showing up. I'll figure this stuff out eventually. What is the plan for today and the next days? Plan for today is after I read a lot of LeetCode solutions, and because somehow I'm 30 minutes in and I haven't even written a LeetCode solution, I've just been reading. I'm actually going to redo a lot of this because I read a fair amount of Zig docs after stream last night, and it seems like doing stuff like printing to the terminal and getting user input is kind of, como se dice, ass. So I'm either going to use SDL or this ZBox thing, because they both allow for like polling. Where is it? I forget what it is. But you can like poll pretty much for what the current key is. Same thing with like if I were to use SDL. I don't know actually. I don't know much about SDL. I don't know much about any of this. Kind of just trying to figure it out as I go. Not sure it's production ready. Dude, technically Zig isn't even. Zig's still in beta, so Zig isn't even production ready. All right, let's try to spit this thing back out. Am I gonna be able to do it? Probably not, but whatever. Hit it with a widths. Is this? 'Cause it's always square. So it'd be at row and col is equal to float infinite, because we want to be able to change them at every time. So it's initially for the inside array would be for colon row Is this the syntax? This seems so cursed. Actually, I'm somewhat looking forward to Jai dropping. Yeah. Yep. Is that the syntax? Yes, because we want indices. I forgot that this thing is indices and not actual value. I just use a 2D array at that point. I think because you want the look. No, but it's not like you're looking up something. Because you just index. You so right. Why did they use that? I was thinking like, I wasn't thinking much about it, so I was just thinking like look up, but you're looking up by an index. The fuck? Okay, well, we're gonna change it. We are going to change it. Will that work? Surely. That's so funny. I don't know why I didn't recognize that. I don't call it exams for that reason. Yeah. Okay. So now we got to do the queue. From collections, import the deck. That sounded wrong. Okay. I can't take this seriously. I cannot take this seriously. Why did I even come back to this? I know exactly how to do this. Medium's getting any easier? Depends on the type. Yesterday, 2 prefix arrays in a back-to-back, knocked them out, no problem. Graph ones got some hands. But I'd like to think I'm getting better. Okay, so directions, we can have either -1, 0, 1, 0, 0, -1, or more times you get them and the easier. Yeah. That's all I'm trying to do is just keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. Using Vimotions on leetcode. How do you do that? You do for leetcode. Where's the settings? Could have sworn it was like top right. Oh, settings. Code editor. Vim. Yeah, I'm just starting out, so mediums feel really hard. Hards look insane as hell. Yeah. Hards are 8s no matter what. Yeah. There's some people that like just are better at intuition natively, but like a lot of the time it is just like, hey, can you build up your pattern recognition? So that's all I'm trying to do. Okay, so we have our directions, we have our queue. People are just better, period. Exactly. I'd like to think I'm decent at projects, but also I am such a beginner, it's like unreal. I don't think I need to initialize anything else, right? I don't think so. Pop left. for height equals the heights at... Is there a way to unwrap this? Or do I do it like this? Like, is that... How do they unwrap it, actually? Oh, you can just do... Oh. Learn something new about the fucking syntax every day. Yeah. My only Python syntax experience is from LeetCode, pretty much. And like some very basic problems. And then we're gonna loop over I thought it was while Q, or like in the range of the Q. But no, I'm pretty sure it's just for direction and Q's. New row equals. Trying to get good in code forces too? Yeah. What's up, Snoopy? Currently I'm on longest repeating character replacement. Best of luck, man. Best of luck. Oh no, I need, for direction, I need. Or can I unpack it in this thing too? Is that syntax that I can do? You can. How many hours do you dedicate to DSA? Not really, more than an hour. Oh, encoding overload. Okay, cool. My shit is dying. Why is it dying? An encoding overload is not very fun. Sorry, guys. Consider turning down the settings. I don't know how to turn down the settings. Why is it still an encoding overload? Okay, whatever. For LeetCode, like if it takes more than 15 to 20 minutes, I'll probably go to the comments and ask Claude to break it down for me. Yeah. That's pretty much what I like. I'm not doing this one myself. I thought about it for about 10 minutes and then realized it'll be better for me to just read a solution, to be honest. Oh yeah, I need my is greater than the height and zeros is less than the width. So if it's valid, new row, new call. What do we do? This is we're at a neighboring one. We're at a neighboring one, so neighbor cost equals cost. For that. Height equals heights. There. New cost is going to be the max between current cost and the absolute value difference between neighbor height and cur height. And then we want to set, did I say cost or costs? Costs. Costs at new row and new column equals new cost. And then we need to append the queue. This also needs to be called. Then we need to append the new ones. Right? What am I missing? I don't know if I'm missing anything. Let me look. We only want to change it if it's better. Yeah, that's what I missed. Other than that, pretty close, pretty close. Let's run, see where I typed stuff wrong. I knew it. Did I always type stuff wrong? Alright, wait, what's going on here? Are we talking about AI taking job dooming tile? Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I was looking at like the cost to do like the AGI stuff, and it was like, wasn't it like over like $1,000 or something to do like a very, I mean, non-trivial for the like an AI to do like the work is crazy, but like it's like a full thing. What is Glean? LLM's a search engine. That's cool, yeah. What is Glean? I've never heard of that. Direction is not defined. Of course it's not, because I renamed it. Wait, what? Why is it null? What? Oh yeah, this should be equal as well. It's Gleam. Oh. I still don't know what it is, but cool. What am I messing up? Because height -1 and width -1 should be essentially the same as indexing into the last. It's a functional programming language. Cool. Programming language based on Erlang. I beat 11%. Holy shit. Actually, I like never trust leetcode runtimes. Glean stuff, startup, these reg to index docs like a Google for your Slack. Oh. So it does two different things. Interesting. Okay, I need to figure out like I'll just search everything for you. Okay, how do I change this stuff? Because I keep getting an encoding overload, and I feel like that's just fucking the stream. Am I supposed to use software or hardware for video encoding? Anyone know? Oh, so I'm supposed to be using hardware. But HEVC or H.264. Sorry, this is not interesting at all, but I need to know why I keep getting an encoding overload. H.264. Okay, maybe that changes something. I don't know. I'm very sorry if it's been like very buffery though, or like fucking up. I've literally not changed a single setting in my OBS. I just downloaded it, made it look at my added my webcam, made it look at my desktop, and I was like, that's good enough. Okay. You're given an integer array cost, where cost at I is the cost of the ith step on a staircase. Once you pay the cost, you can either climb 1 or 2 steps. You can either start from the step with index 1 or start with index 0. Turn the min cost to reach the top floor. Okay. So I don't know why, but my brain went to DP, but that can't be right because this is easy. Okay. Is it just like, I don't know if it's always greedy. Like greedy with a preference of taking the second step. Because like DP wise, this is pretty easy to think about. It's just like take min of like bum bum bum. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought my whole thing was bugging out again. So you take either one step or two, or like like with every option you either have to like just add a look ahead for 2 steps, then step. Add a look ahead for 2 steps, then step. Caesar, I don't know what the fuck that means, brother. I'm probably missing something very simple here. So let me just think through it. So you're saying add a look ahead for 2 steps. Why am I struggling with this fucking question? I just don't know if it's always greedy. Because like, so you had like 1, 1, 5, 1. Or no, what the fuck am I trying to think of? I'm trying to think of like, if it's greedy in the essence of you always want to take the lowest and the farthest, then sometimes it's like, but you could skip like a 100. Like, it's like if it's 1, 1, 7, 100, 1. It's like, in my thing, if I were to start and I have a choice between these two, I should want to pick this one even though it's worse, because I can then 2 jump to this. Instead of like, if I started here, I would need to go to here and then go to here. Dude, I'm still getting an encoding overload. Is there like best? Okay, so I can't even do like the recommended. Not gonna lie, I just DP it. Like, that's what I'm thinking. But like, I know I'm missing something. But like, do I care? Like, not really. So I do gotta think of like what are the parameters that I'm taking in? Would it just be so I'm thinking parameters have to be, obviously you have to take in the index. And then do you also have to take in cur cost? I don't think so. Do you need to take in cur cost? Not really, right? Because you're back, like, once you finish, you're like just taking back the mins of everything. Right? Well, we're gonna find out if I'm stupid or not. And the answer is almost always yes. If the index is more than equal to the length of the cost, then just return 0. How do you pick the syntax too so fast? What do you mean by that? You can DP it in place maybe if you're tryharding. Yeah. What if I'm not tryharding? What if I'm not trying hard enough? Okay. If the index is out of bounds, we return 0. Else we return the, I'm typing English, return costed index plus the min of oopsies, almost didn't call DP on it. This is stupid, and it's not going to work, but it's just like the skeleton, I think. So we'd call it on 0. It would then, oh, my Siri got activated. That's really funny. Call it on 0, and then, but we can either take the 0th one or the first one, right? Is this just it? You know what, for safe measure? What are the hints? Build an array deep. So is it dynamic programming problem? What the fuck do you mean? What? Wait, okay, so this is like not gonna work. Something's wrong. Oh, it did work. Hee hee hoo hoo. I beat I beat nobody with a 7 millisecond runtime? I guess, yeah, it'll always be faster to do it. The other one. That's so funny. I was thinking there was a better greedy solution. It's just fucking, it is just dynamic programming. Yeah, it's a DP. Okay. This is actually very easy to do. So the DP at I, so you start at the second one, and it's the cost of DP, the DP plus the cost, okay. Oh. Yeah. Oh, the first two are no cost? Okay. Yeah, whatever. Wonder if this does anything. Okay, cool. I love having encoding overloads. I really gotta figure out how to do that. Wait, why does it say I didn't do this one? I so did. I'm very sorry if it's lagging a lot. Yeah, I so did do this one on stream. Did I just not submit it? It says solved. So why don't I get my little check mark? Bitches. Give me my check mark. Nope, no check mark for me. Feels bad, man. For most computational operations, if we use XOR or... Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. They do speak in little bits. I should probably do like another graph problem, seeing as I just did one and then forgot about it almost instantly. Boom, boom, boom. Num Islands. Is that in trees or? Because I feel like I've done that one. I have done that one. Should probably redo it though. I'm thinking about doing it by hours. Python int isn't exactly 32 bits. I have no clue, actually. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This one is ass. But I've heard this one gets asked like quite a bit, actually. Do I rewrite this whole thing? Probably should. See if I remember it. You saying yeah to Lauren or to me rewriting the thing? I remember the essence of this is just like you mark things. Yeah, it gets asked a lot, yeah. The essence is like you mark them and then like DFS the whole visited thing. Like I'm doing such a bad job explaining like what I have the gears spinning in my head. But it's like once you encounter 1-1, you make like a visited array and set all of these to true. And then while you're like looping through the whole thing, you'll like, let me just redo it, bro. Let me just redo it. Fuck it, let's redo it. Fuck it, let's redo it. Visit equals false be the grid, the 0th position for in range. Good. Oh, does that look weird because I have Dark Reader installed? Yeah, it does. Okay. That is why. Do a quick valid check. given a row and a column is just the same if it's greater than or equal to the row is greater than my hands are not on the homework keys. This would be width, and this would be height. Height, or we can just return if. And 0 is less than or equal to column is less than the width, and I know it has something to do with visited. I think it's like and not visited at the row and the column. But then is it also like that it's not a one itself? I'll come back to this. Song you listen to? Currently, I mute it for OBS, but I am listening to, what am I listening to? I'm listening to No One Noticed by the Marias. They were my #1 band, they're quite nice. Okay. So then we have our little DFS. That needs to take in a row and a column also, I'm pretty sure. By the way, will YouTube DMCA you? Yes, and that is why I don't have music on. The first stream I ever did, I kept the music, and then I got region blocked. It wasn't like in a crazy amount of places, but I was like, I don't think it's worth it. So I just mute my stuff, which is kind of crazy. I get flagged, but I was like, I'm not risking it. I don't give a fuck. You know? Unless you guys really want music in the background, like, I mean, fuck it. I'm not getting monetized off this. I don't care. I'm not making anybody. It's not like they're taking away that. I just don't want to take a region blocked and get like a strike on my channel or something. Okay, so in terms of DFSing, what we do is we do visited at row call equals true. Do you think music helps you keep you going? Yeah, I just like listening to music. Pretty much do it all the time while I study. It's a very low thing in the background. Should be better in silence. I prefer music, I think. I can have it or not have it. Yes, in this. We also want so if it's a valid thing to visit, we want it to be a 1. So if it's visited and grid at row col equals a 1, and that. This problem is classic, yeah. I've done it once, so I'm trying to just do it again. I've heard from my goats that this gets asked quite a bit. So visited is true. And then if we're starting in the bottom right, we can always go either, like, if we're starting top left, we either always go bottom or right. Right, is that how you do this? I don't know if there's much more to this DFS problem than that, but whatever. Oh no, I should do... Do you mark the zeros as visited? Or do you not? Does it not matter? I think it doesn't matter. Most important thing is communicating in third process, which is like good what you're doing. Yeah, I try. Obviously I'm not good enough at it, but it's been very nice to practice. Currently trying to think if I mark zeros. I don't think it's that big of a deal because like realistically what I'm gonna end up doing is for row and range H, and then for col and range width, then shoot. I think I need some check of like if grid at row col is a 1, and it's valid, or I guess I could just change this to valid row call, then we DFS that, and we have a count. I'll change that to res, and we'll return that res. But there has to be more to this DFS that I'm kind of forgetting. Because when do we know when to stop the DFS? We know to stop if it's a 0. Pretty much if it's not valid, then we just return. Else we visit it, and we DFS row plus 1 and call, and then we also DFS call plus 1. Thanks, Ahmed. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's another reason I wanted to stream these, is because it's very fun to look back. Is this all I need? So for each thing in this, like, if we get the 1, we're going to call if it's valid, and it is, because it's between the bounds, and it's a 1, and it's not visited. So then we DFS it, we call it visited, and then we would DFS this one, and they're both 1, so they're both valid. We're then going to set it to true, and then we're going to DFS this one, and this one. And then this one's not valid, so we're just going to return. This one is valid, so then we're going to check here and here while marking this as visited. And we're also going to check here. And so then we're going to bubble up from here is going to return our count 1, like this this group of 4. And then we're going to iterate until here, because these aren't valid, not valid. We're then going to check this island. Like, I think this is mostly right. I think. No. My output is 2. Okay, should I be doing 4 directions? Oh, my headset is low battery. That's not good. Am I supposed to do 4 directions? Because the problem with this is like I'm here, and then I'm only checking these two. I'm never going back down. Like my DFS isn't getting everything. Okay. So then I can make something. I need to find a better way to get faster at typing these. Like maybe do I yank inside of that and then, nope, so it didn't work. Why is it not yanking? Whatever. For DRDC endures DFS row plus DR and call plus DC. Maybe. See if it works for everything. Very cool. Did it differ from what I was doing originally? No. Oh, actually it did. Why did I not check if it's valid originally? So why did I not check valid here? I think this solution is actually better. A little bit cleaner. Yeah, the good thing is I fully understand this problem, which is quite nice. Like the mental model is there. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, cool. Someone posted in the daily leetcode. Let's do another one. Because I'm a glutton for punishment. Still the same. What do I do within this? Rotting oranges sounds funny. I'll probably look at some, do some snaking. I was wondering if I should do the snake game in Go or Zig. Like, do I just stick with Go? Do I fuck around with Zig? I don't know. I'm yet to figure that out. Okay. Regardless, you're given a 2D matrix grid. Each cell can have one of three possible values. 0 representing an empty cell, 1 representing a fresh fruit, and 2 representing a rotten fruit. Every minute, if a fresh fruit is horizontally or vertically. One thing you could do is forego the visited set by just setting all visited cells. Wait, let me go back. Do is forego the visited set by just setting all the visited cells to 0. Oh. I like that quite a bit, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Because then it's just intrinsically not valid. Because we're always checking if they're 1. I like that. So we'd come into here, we'd delete that, we'd delete that. This could be fine. Visited now changes to grid. This changes to a 0. It's always a nice, yeah. Oh, interesting. Do some interviewers say no? I didn't know that. So would this still run, I'm assuming? Yeah. Makes a lot of sense, because then you're saving all that space. Very nice, very nice. You my goat, bro. You my goat. I do appreciate all the help you've given me, for real. And everybody in this stream. You guys have been so kind. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. No, but I think it just gives you a bonus for even thinking about it. They do like some yappers. Okay. It's like a trade-off. Why is it a trade-off and not just a pure benefit? Because you're already allocating the space for the input, and then you're just modifying the input in place. What is the con? You're an amazing programmer? Thanks, man. I don't know, amazing is the verb, or verb. God, adjective. But I appreciate you. If you're going to use the input somewhere else. Oh, true. Yeah. Because then if it's modifying it in place, then the thing you expect later. Like if you want us to use that same grid. Okay, makes sense. Every minute, if a fresh fruit is horizontally. So this is just like an infected problem. Okay. So it is just an infected thing. It seems like this is just a DFS based on each rotten fruit. Seems like we would just DFS each like non-connected rotten fruit and then just take the max. How much experience do you have with coding in general? In terms of years, I'm a sophomore in college, so I started like actually programming like summer coming into my freshman year. So like about 1.5 years of experience. But technically the first time I ever saw code was my senior year of high school. So that'd be 2.5 years. But we were doing almost nothing in my APCS class. So I wouldn't really consider that programming. Anyways, my first idea is just to do pretty much the same thing as the islands, where it's like, is that stupid though? I need to get better at talking about what I'm thinking. My idea was essentially, why do I keep closing this? Like, so we have our slots. We first find, like, I think rottens were 2s, right? So something like this. We want to find all of our rotten ones. Was my first idea. And then like go to the neighbors that are 1s, update them to 2. And then on that, oh shoot, this thing is killing my CPU. That's why I closed it. Pretty much just, I should just zoom in on this. I don't know why they started on the bottom right. I don't know if I would, but I would like, or cause that's the only rotten fruit. That's why they started. So it's here. We then DFS all of its neighbors that aren't rotten, or like we DFS the neighbors that are just bananas. And then on each DFS count, we just do like 1 plus that, because that's like a minute passed. And then we just, the only other configuration we have to worry about is we need to make sure like, because sometimes they won't be connected. Like you could, I'm imagining you could have like a rotten banana because you can't go diagonally, right? Yeah. So you could have like rotten, normal banana, nothing, nothing, and then rotten, normal banana, and then you would have to DFS these two individually. I think. So I'll try to make something. See if I can figure this out. So the height is equal to the length of the grid, and the width is equal to the length of the grid at 0th position. It's the row call is valid if row is less than the height and I need to get better at typing. Width and so what do I want it to be if it's valid? I want it to be bananas. Right, I don't want them to be rotten. Pretty sure I just want them to be bananas, because then in like the overall for loop thing, I can do like max min equals like a float infinite type of situation. Or no, float negative infinity, because it's max. And then we pretty much do the same thing as the islands. It's almost like a very similar thing, I think. For row in range of h, and then for call in range of w, if the grid at row call is a 2, then max mins equals the max between max mins and DFSing shoot, no. I think we do need a visited array for this. Because it's not like we can... Oh, we could make them in our DFS. We could make them empty, so we could make them zeros and kind of do the same thing as making them as oceans. I think I like that idea. Float negative infinity, else we return -1. And then in our DFS, we return 0. Dude, oh my god, I can't type. This is painful to watch. I'm actually just gonna take the same stuff. Except we kind of need to keep track of the max here as well. All right. What would my DFS return on example 1? I was imagining that like I would first search for this 2. So then I'd find it, and then I'd do 1 plus like the max of searching these 2. So I'd search these 2, which would be another 1. So we'd be at 2. I might be at too many. Pretty much I was imagining just like on every DFS step that I just add one and modify it. So like I'd make yeah, maybe I am fucking something up. What's up, Caesar? I might just be thinking about this wrong. But essentially my idea is like I go to here, and then on every DFS like new step is like a +1, and then I just take the max of like how far it can go. But do I even need to take the max, really? I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. This is probably horribly inefficient now that I think about it. What's up, what's up? Whatever, I'm gonna try it anyway. This one is a rotting fruit. And I'm doing a horribly inefficient way. At least I think it's inefficient. Like this is what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's 1 plus that though. Actually, I think it's 1 plus. Because I'm essentially just wanting to go to like the end, and then it's like, once I get to here, I would return 0 because there's no other neighbors. So then, like that would return 0, and then it's 1 plus that, and then it's 1 plus that, so we're at 2, and then it's 1 plus that, so we're 3, and that's 1 plus that, so it's 4. Finally alive? Yeah, I'm live every day, man. Granted, when I'm live is completely up to chance. Sometimes it is very late, and sometimes it is more early, like today. Let's just run it. Good start. Good start. No. How's my output 0? Oh, because I'm not returning. Wait, okay, so why? So why is it 0? Because that doesn't make sense to me. So I first find this. That's what this does. And then I want to take the max between a float negative infinity and DFSing this. So then in my DFS, oh. So this valid check is fucking me because shit. $16 is crazy. I'm always doing 1 plus. Is it that? No. Is this +1 that I'm fucking up? Like I want to explore everything. Or maybe is it here that I add the 1 plus? No. So this return -1. Why is it 0 though? Oh, because I'm always bounding it to -1. So like it's always going to return 0 because I'm returning 1 plus the cur max. And I'm taking the max between that. Will 0 ever be an answer though? Yeah, it will. Right? Will it? Like if there's just rotten fruit, it's 0. Shit. All right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think I'm close, but I'm not gonna waste enough time. Maybe just add a check before the return. Regardless, I was supposed to use BFS apparently. This seems so much like a DFS problem though. That would work though. Like that's like you loop over the whole thing again. But no, for the sake of being stupid to be stupid. That does work. Type error. Loving the patchwork on this. We'll notice how the rotten fruit spreads each turn. Yeah, it does make way more sense to do BFS. What am I thinking? Yay. I think my mindset was just so much in DFS from the island problem. Because literally I just like look at it and it's like, yeah, BFS. You're fucking going to your neighbors. You're going to all of your neighbors on each turn. Your approach is kind of valid. I appreciate it. It'd also be, what's the longest path? You're saying like another type of problem that would be BFSs? Or what is your pronoun it? What does that mean in this case? It's again wrong. Yeah, he only gives breadth for a search. The BFS also just makes so much sense. Wait, no, don't wait. I wonder if ChatGPT can like figure out how to make this work though. Oh, I just mean like the answer for minutes could also be modeled as what's the longest path. Yeah, essentially. That makes sense, makes sense. Modifying grid at 0, 0 prevents subsequent DFS calls from accessing valid paths. I guess, yeah. If the grid has cycles or revisits your current. Eesh. That's real bad. Handling multiple rotten oranges. Yeah. Okay, so the DFS changes to taking in a time variable. Okay. Honestly, isn't that something game devs had a special solutions for like? Probably. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm a beginner at coding to start C++. Can you get me some excited? I don't know if I'm the tip guy. I'm quite bad at it. I just took the DSA class last year. Totally ignored DSA for like a year because I wasn't getting any hearing back from any interviews. And now I'm just literally going through it every day, trying to learn stuff. My chat is much smarter than I am, so other people, give them tips. Please. You guys are smarter than me. Find the maximum time taken. Caesar, bro? What you mean by that? What you trying to get into? Oh, interesting. This makes sense, actually. It's like you're just marking everything with the cost that it took. And then you're finding the max within that. And then if you find any fresh oranges, it's a -1. Yeah. Makes a ton of sense. Makes a ton of sense. While I didn't get this problem, I feel like I understand it completely, which is fine. How can I do DSA? Okay, my honest thing would just be like look up some tutorials, like some neat codes, but also just straight look at problems. If you don't feel comfortable about the problem itself, just look at the solution. Hey, Allie. Hey, girl. How long have you been learning this? What do you mean by this? In terms of like doing coding problems? I started the day I started the stream, so about 20 days. In terms of coding, about a year and a half. About a year and a half I've been coding. Okay, so you just loop over the whole thing, append every time that you find a rotten fruit. Why do you need the fresh count though? Oh, because you can use fresh count to know if there are any lagging ones and then subtract them as you go through. That makes sense. That's very smart. Okay. Oh, but this also does the same thing of like finding the times. What languages do you know? What a question. I have been a serial language switcher. Have not really ever stuck with just one. I've done projects in Python, projects in TypeScript and React, and just recently Go, trying Zig right now. Done C, done C++. I've definitely not drilled my skill set down, which I don't know if that's good or bad. Python hard. Essentially master of none. Exactly. Which is why I'm like, I did think about it for a long time of last night. It's like, do I keep trying to learn Zig or do I just like do a bunch of Python? Because like, I don't know the last time I've done like a well-structured Python project of like using classes for what it is. Like the last time I did Python for like a project was when I like didn't know programming well. So like I didn't use much besides the basic stuff. So I don't know. I would love you guys' input on that actually. Because right now I'm kind of just skipping around. I never like understand it fully. Not gonna lie, I'd stick to one of the Python, Java, C++. See, that's what I was thinking. That's why I was honestly gonna change this Zig project into like a Java project. Because it seems like, this isn't coding at all, but I'm gonna like a side tangent that is actually like very helpful for me. I don't know. I feel like there's so many more Java jobs and like C++ and Python. Like it seems like C++ mostly is only for like finance stuff typically though, is what I've seen. And I'm not super into the fintech space. Like it doesn't seem that fun to me. I like to build stuff more than anything. And like instead of like just doing pure algorithm stuff, it's like not really what I'm good at. I don't know. You have more experience than I do. So it's like, if my goal is to like, as of right now, I like back-end stuff. And I like to build stuff. So not pure just like algorithms. Oh, it's such a stupid question though. I don't know. Java's everywhere? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, dude. It's like I did set up Java. I wonder if I saw the TMUX session. No. I had like a Java test running. Like I got Java to work in U of M, which was a pain in the ass. So like I might pivot, which kind of sucks because I don't know, I used a couple days to like go through Ziglings and stuff. It's never a waste, like it was fun. But I don't know. It's like I probably just should, because if anything, that's probably what I'm going to be doing for a job. Rust is the best programming language for sure. I like the idea of Rust. My one gripe with Rust has always been like, if you don't use it literally every day, I feel like you just like lose all of the syntax because it's so specialized. I do think at one point I should go through and like try to understand the borrow checker and stuff like that though, because everyone always has great things to say about that. I don't know. ++ is used a decent amount in big tech, and it's also in some Fortune 500 companies just because of how old the language is. Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of why I was thinking of Java, just because like so many people, I mean so many companies just use it just because like legacy. So it's like I should just familiarize myself with it. Use it every day, how can I stop using it? I don't know what you mean by how can I stop using it. C++ is kind of useless for startups though, yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's so job dependent, but I feel like I'm slowly convincing myself that my next project I just should do in Java. Yeah, JavaScript, Python, Go. I used Go for my last project. Actually, like, I don't know why I'm on, like, programming Twitter, because it's such a bad time. But everyone, like, it's either you love Go or you shit on Go. And it's like, why? Motherfuckers cannot handle the, like, if, like, this just breaks people. You can learn programming languages whenever you want. Focus on building projects. Yeah, no, I'm obviously I know that. I'm just saying like pick the languages for my projects. It's like I feel like I should do a Java or Python project because I just haven't in a while. Like if I look at now this, I'm probably just gonna delete or private because like I'm not gonna finish this, I don't think. This was in TypeScript and Go. Obviously Neo stuff. I also want to make my own dot files. I need to do that. I was looking at that earlier. I did AOC and Go, like the couple of days that I did it. Do like Rust question mark operator, yeah. Like a couple things I've done Python, but these are like TikTok views was, I hope I don't actually leak anything in here. I don't know what's exactly in there. But it's like TikTok views was just a basic website I used to like scrape TikTok stuff, but I had to like manually do it using like override the system because TikTok hates giving you data. To propagate errors is pretty fire, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, Zig has a kind of similar thing to Rust in that sense of like the or else wrap, like you can say like const equals like some function, func returning error, and then you either like get the value of like, say that's like a U8 or something, and then you can like use or else and then like set that to an error or something. Pretty cool. Like set a default value. Okay, so I gotta decide what the fuck I'm doing now. Because I'm not doing this terminal thing. What are my ideas? Do I do a fucking ray tracer in Java? I'm a beginner. What language should I choose to learn and how long take me to learn and secure a job? Language? You're joining a great conversation right now. I don't even know what language I'm doing right now. Seems like Python, Java, or C++ you can't go wrong with. I'm trying to think though, like, I feel like Java for a ray tracer is so fucking funny, actually. Ruby? Dude, some Ruby on Rails. You're right, I'm working one. Yeah. So it seems like that as an idea is pretty stupid. I don't know. Let's ask ChatGPT. Give me ideas of what projects to make if I want to use languages that are popular in corporate America, such as Python, Go, Java, etc. See, this is why I don't understand why you guys watch this stream. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. Scalable web crawler. That seems quite cool, actually. Implement a mini version of a distributed file system. Wait, these Go projects actually seem quite cool. But also, I feel like I should do something like this, because I've heard that some interviews are going more towards like actually build a system, like a basic, like how would you design Instagram or something like that, like basic inventory management or something. Make your own X. A regex engine? These are quite cool, actually. Make an OS right now. It's a really good way to force. Damn, you're doing your own OS? Cracked and jacked, my guy. It seems like a fun project, but also I don't know if I'd ever like finish that. I feel like I had so many ideas just like a day ago. Now I just don't. Did I just say fuck it and make a ray tracer in Java? Or at that point, do I just use C++? Baby's first garbage collector. That's fucking funny. What do I have in this miscellaneous stuff? Oh, yeah. I wanted to do a JSON parser. Yeah. Let's just do this. Let's write our JSON parser. Why the fuck not? Why not? I also forgot. I'm supposed to look outside of my screen for like 20 seconds every little bit of time to like reset my eyes. Okay. We can pick a project depending on what is fun, what you want to learn. See, that's the thing. I find too many things fun, and I want to learn too many different things. Good problem to have, but it's like I'm stuck in this loop of like wanting to do like the most plus EV thing. Oh, I know another one I wanted to do is like make like a poker simulator. I could do that in Java actually, but that's just like simulating Monte Carlo a bunch of times. That could be pretty cool though. I'll make a little poll. I don't know if it's literally anyone but you in this, but let's see. I think my two ideas are either going to be Python JSON parser or Java poker. Why those languages for those projects? Don't know. Resume-driven development. Reddit tokenizer / file searcher. That is quite cool, actually. You know what I should do? This is a great chance to use the Discord. A great chance to do projects. I'm gonna make my own channel. Call it, I don't know, stream coding project ideas. Long ass channel name. Or send messages, no. Actually, I don't care if you guys send messages. Sorry, I can't see my OBS right now. I don't know if you guys are saying anything. Probably gonna make a tokenizer. Yeah, you will. You will. Okay. JSON parser, Python. What else would we? What did I just say? Poker. Hold'em. Game. Java. What else did I think? What did you guys say? File searcher. Go maybe? What did you make your file searcher in? I don't know. Regardless, let's make a little poll. Start a poll. Poker in Java or JSON in Python? See what I'm doing today. Bum, bum, bum. We're 50-50. Oh, poker's winning out. Oh, we're even. Damn, we're dead even. With 4 votes. Does that mean I flip a coin? Yeah, that's fair. That is a fair criticism. It's just going to be math. But it's still like, I'll still look through like the basic structure of Java. It's gonna, that was like my ideas, like flip a coin. All right. I know it's mostly math, but it's like, I feel like it was an easy enough project to like get me reintroduced back to like the basics of Java. Because I have not written Java in like 2 years since ABCS. Flip a coin. Okay. Heads. Oh, never mind. Python's pulling away. Do I just do the JSON thing anyway? Seems like the JSON thing is plus EV. Coin flip? Okay. Heads. Poker. Tails. JSON. Poker. Heads poker. The coin has decided. The coin has decided. Okay, but JSON now has 2/3 of the votes. I'm doing the JSON thing. Fuck the coin. Fuck the coin. This is my stream. I can do what I want. Okay. So I haven't read through this at all, but what I imagine I need, because I did do, in one of my classes at Northwestern, I made a basic Python parser in like a Python executor in C. So I know roughly the very basics of this stuff. Very, very basics. But first, let's make ourselves a little session for JSON parser. JSON parser. Then what will we need? Did you make? Yeah. We starting today? Of course we're starting today. I got nothing else to do. It's like source. Oh, fuck, what is it? we're moving. And we'll in it. Okay. So the goal is to take in like a string and then output a dictionary. When do classes start for you? Dude, Monday, bro. Monday. I'm not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it at all. It's like the 21st? Dude, fuck off. Northwestern's quarter system makes like every break so short. It's not very fun. Because we need to get 10 weeks in before spring break. So all you have to do is become a day trader. Yeah, if I was good enough to become a day trader. Then you're rich, don't worry about nothing. Dude, if you're a good day trader. Okay. So let me... Oh, does this thing really give you the whole thing? It does just give us the whole thing. What if I just want to go to... me when I lose all my money to Jane Street? Oh, fucking God, man. Me when I have no money left because they're cracked and jacked. Okay, so I wonder if there's like a... Ah, shit, what is it called? Like the Bacchus and Hauer form of JSON. Yes, this is what I was looking for. Okay, so JSON can either be a primitive or a container. If it's a container, it's either an object or an array. An array starts with this. Text tokens tree. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I want to go away from this, because I don't want to follow this. But the way I did, I've never made a tokenizer before. Because what I did for my class was like implement the parser and like execution of it, but they tokenized it for us. So I will need to figure out how to... Like, how does a tokenizer even work, to be honest? We do. It's just later on in the curriculum. I'm only technically a year and a quarter in, so. Tokenizing is the easier part. See, it would be. If I knew what I was doing. I should do like something like that. Tokenizer Elixir. Like, in terms of this, so the tokens are, isn't a token just an enum? Let me, because I can go to my old class stuff and see like how they made the tokenizer, because it still had to be in the thing. Token.h. That's not what I want. Is a token queue a linked list? Is this a tokenizer or a linked list? It's JSON grammar, not context free. Yeah, it does matter. Okay, so seems like for what my class did, that he had a linked list of tokens in a row. Which seems maybe promising. I don't know if that's 100% the right way to do things. But I know because this you can just do like recursively checking. Checking validity. How would I tokenize this? Because his tokens had an ID, and then the ID was just like a huge enum of stuff. Sorry, this is like incredibly. You could write it in like analyx, take the shortcut of predetermined lexer and just write the rules. See, I know like almost none of that. Wouldn't optimize early, I'd just use an array and replace it if it sucks. Yeah. I'm just trying to get like an idea of like this in my head, because I just don't really know much about it. So I know the end goal is like we take in this as a string, and then it's like if the current thing is this, then we have a token of open. Shit. Shit. Me when I have no idea. Sorry, I can't show anything on this because I'm looking at code from one of my classes, and technically I think that's like a I'm not supposed to share type of thing. So my apologies that this is like not super interesting right now. Where the fuck did I have this? This is making me upset. Okay, I think a good place to start is just like, what's the difference between lexer and parser? Because you guys are saying these words, and I don't know what these words mean. The lexer, which takes input as a string and converts the input into a set of tokens. Okay, so that's the tokenizer. And then the parser takes tokens from the lexer and returns a syntax tree. Often expressed as a meta language such. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So we're actually gonna have, we're gonna delete this, and we're gonna have lexer.py, and then a parser.py, and then I'd imagine maybe like a main.py. No, whatever. And then we start with the lexer, because we need to first tokenize a string, assuming we take in a string. Let me just make sure that's right. Both read symbols. 1 second, I don't know if my mom just called me. Bye. All right, back to this. So the first job is going to be making a lexer that lexes things into these type of tokens. So we're going to need like something like lex number, lex string, lex boolean. Okay. So in the implementation, I was saying it's like, how do you do in Python? Can you do that? Sorry, my gum is getting gross. Okay. So red is, so you just assign them to values. Okay. And you can use, okay. Okay. So is there like a JSON rules? In that case, it might indeed be better to get a lexer off rip. I'm thinking I'm write this whole thing by hand, but I'm gonna do lexer and then parser. I'm gonna do them both because I kind of need a good amount of. I need like a bigger project again, even though I need to go back through NU Food and like the Reddit post that I made. People did give good recommendations, so I definitely need to change a couple of them. Okay. JSON values must be one of the following types: a string, a number, an object, an array, boolean, null. What is an object though? So okay, so an object is pretty much just like a nested JSON thing. Let's start by writing a grammar for it, writing production rules for JSON file. Start by writing a grammar for it. What do you mean a grammar for it? Writing production rules for JSON file. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out like what are the actual rules. Why is this in terms of JavaScript? It's like the only thing I don't really like. Okay. So should also write like this to output array of tokens. I have to leave the stream. All right, sounds good, man. Thank you for all of your help with all this stuff. I appreciate you stopping in. Goal to output array of tokens. The stream. I'll try to build on this in Discord server. Sounds good, man. Probably should look at the Discord server, see what people are saying. Sounds good, sounds good. Good night. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry, I just got a Canvas announcement. Scary. Okay. So I'm imagining we have something like do I want to make this like object oriented, or like it doesn't really need to be. Hi, Hallie. Are you leaving as well? Done tanning? So I'm imagining I need something like oh shit, I'm fucking this thing up. Do I make it no, hello world, the project is ruined. You're so right. Dude, why does it always start an NU food? I think it's because my master tmux thing is an NU food. What did I name this? JSON? Oh, we're so in. We're so in. We're so back. We're so back. I also should source this. Do I make this as an object? Because I know I could just do this with functions. I could just do this with functions, but I don't know if that's like... Because it's really just calling the lexer, and then the lexer is going to be calling other functions. It's like you really don't need objects. But also, do I want practice with objects? Okay, let's do some objects. Because like, how do you, is it, it's like class lexer, right? It's something like that. This is embarrassing. I'm pretty sure it's just classes and then you make an init method, but might as well look at the... Yeah, so it's just class name. Yeah, okay. You applying for interns? I mean, for jobs currently? I am. I need to find something. I need to find something by for summer. Sorry, that was really bad. Do I need anything else? Not really. This market actually cooked. It's a little bit cooked for junior positions for sure if you have nothing. It's definitely just much harder. I don't know if I would say much harder, but it's definitely harder than in previous years. Just because it's like less of a hiring frenzy right now. So we want to go while we have a token string left. I heard it's about the same as pre-pandemic, maybe slightly worse. I think it might be slightly worse simply because of like some companies, as like bad as it is, like are taking the, hey, we can just like not hire juniors because AI. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so while we have a length of a token string, what is our goal here? I think it's just like you go through like you want to check what type it is, right? But how do we do that? How do we go through and check what type it is? Like pretty much we need to determine if we're doing a number, string, boolean, or null, right? Because it can be null. And we also need to determine whether it's like one of these, or one of these. Okay, so I think the rough idea would be I think the rough idea would be, it'd be like, just go through some rules. I mean, I'm imagining it's like do like self dot lex string, like for the current tries, keep track of the letters we find. Yeah. So you're saying like if self dot token string that's 0. There are 3, 4 things you can do. Separate out key values using close. Yeah. So you initially go through and separate out key values. Because I was thinking I would do something like this. This is all messed up. One of my programs, I use starting and end tokens to identify if array or object. Oh, interesting. I feel like there should be so much more. I should be able to read so much more about this. I don't want a tutorial. The simplest though is like those two. Those you can just match them. So like token over. Yeah. Yeah. So you think I should just make like an enum thing of like valid things? Is that something I should do? You need to split from colon till next value till comma. But make sure that comma comes at the end, not in the middle of an array object. So you're saying like so if you have something like this, you always want to split it the first like if this whole thing is a string, you want to split it this and then make two strings. Like, this would be key. And then this would be val. So you'd have like val key. And then val. Assuming this is like a comma. I do enum. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I don't know if Python enums can hold values. What do you mean? I mean, what values would you want it to hold? Like if a token is a string, what the string value is, right? Yeah, that's fair. But like also, won't we have an array of tokens? So you just check like Yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to get like a mental model in my head. Because kind of what I was thinking is something along the lines of like, we just have a string and then at each point we like go through and then just do like, I guess I'm making like I'm kind of thinking of it go wise where I do like air string equals self.lex string and then something of like don't think that's the job of the lexer to try to figure out what is the key of this value. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, why wouldn't I just do like, oh wait, is that what I'm saying? Fuck, I'm getting so lost. I don't think that's the job of the lexer to try to figure out what is key versus a value. Yeah. I think I need to define what my end goal of like what the lexer gives back is. I think that's what I'm like kind of fucking up. Because like, what do I need the return value of lex to be? It needs to be like an array. Is it just an array of tokens, or is it an array of like separated stuff with the actual values? Because why do I never keep? Shit, why did I close that? That's probably gonna encode error. But like, do I want to return an array that's like, if it's a string, it's like stir? Yeah, this is the end goal of lexer, I mean. And then like, I don't know, bool? Is that what I'm trying? Like, yes, array of tokens, but it's like, what is the token? Is it like the enum, or is it like that? Or is it something like this is a bad example because this, how do I erase? It's actually very nice. Like high and true, or is it like token stir and then token bool? I guess it's just like a misunderstanding that I have. Does Alexa return? Okay. What is lexical analysis? Okay, what is a token? A lexical token is a sequence of characters that can be treated as a unit. Examples of tokens. A type token. I think maybe second, but I have the values in there. So you're saying like maybe a tuple? A little bit of like best of both worlds. Something like that. So tokens stir high and stir. Oh, so maybe make them be objects that hold a value. So not like this. I mean, there's not much difference between them. Actually, it could be, because then it's like, then if we make it like an object, like if we make this an object that stores a value, then later in our like parser, we can do like something like a token stir dot val, something like that. Or maybe we just make like make a class of tokens. If we make a class of tokens, I don't know if that would help us actually. This follows the same pattern as programming language. Find some specific keywords, symbols at certain locations, and do something with it. Yeah. I mean, I assume lexers are pretty like universal. Okay, Input preprocessing. This stage involves cleaning up. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Process of breaking the input text into a sequence of tokens is usually done by matching the characters in the input against a set of patterns or regular expressions that define the different types of tokens. Okay, token classification in this stage, the lexer determines what the type is. For example, in a programming language, the lexer might classify keywords. Okay. Token validation in this stage. The lexer checks that each token is valid according to the rules. Okay, so these are the tokens. There are 5 valid tokens in this print statement. Okay. Look into can enums and Python store their own instance values. I guess I should just look at that. I don't know. Said each enums member had its own implementation. Oh. Seems like it might be a lot of reading before I can get some code down. Decorator class to map the name of. I don't know if this is exactly what I want. I think I might just tuple it for now and then go back later. Because I kind of don't hate this idea. I don't know, I'm trying to think of like downsides to it. It's like extra storage, but like I don't know if it really matters. Let me see what I had for my class actually. Yeah, that's valid. I think like if I can just get something basic, it's like I don't think it's that big of a deal. Go back through and make it better eventually. Let me see what did these tokens have? Like what actually is a token? Token just had an ID. Okay, but this was like execution. Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, and you can parse them into identifiers. Because then this is a different thing for execution. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Sorry, I was looking at my class code. Pretty much whatever. I'm doing this. It's actually, this website is so nice. I'm getting distracted. Okay, so goal is to output an array of tokens. Tokens will be a tuple. The following val token type. Do I make an enum for token type? I feel like that would not be a bad idea. Like all the different types of tokens. I don't know if this is like great, but whatever. Could be. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I can always just revert this stuff. Yeah. You so right. Wait, when would the val be optional? Well, wouldn't the value of that be, like, wouldn't that be token L brace? And then just have that. And then something like this is what I was thinking, but I don't know if that's right. Also, like, who cares if it's right or wrong, bro? I'll figure it out. Actually, our booleans and JSON. Okay, so that is lowercase. I was right. Let me close this stuff. Then what else do you have? You could have like... Yeah, I don't think it's needed, but... Like, who cares? Nothing is needed. I'm writing... Like... Oh, my instincts went to writing 420. That's quite funny, actually. None of this is needed. It's a fucking... I'm making my own parser. Okay, so what would be the point of me making an enumerator? What is the point of making it? Because I kind of forgot. Store tokens in a simple stack. Store value in a symbol table. See, I could, and that's probably a good idea, but I kind of just want to start something. Yeah, but isn't this a way of tokenizing and storing values? Like, is it really that bad? Fuck if I know. Like, what's the point of an enum thing again? What the fuck was... Why am I, like, losing my mind? Oh, just to, like, check. Yeah, but I am storing the value in the token. What's up, Vincent? I mean, I could do like tokens as objects, and they like have an ID of either like left brace, string, bool, num, that type of thing. I feel like there's a million ways to do this. Do you not know what is a tuple? It's pretty much, a tuple is just like, you can think of it as an immutable array, or like that is what it is. So it'd be like an array of immutable arrays, pretty much. Do I need an enum for this? I forget the reason why you use enums. I can't lie. Anytime you need to represent a fixed set of constants. What is this, by the way? We are starting a Python JSON parser because I was working on Zig, and then I was like, what is the point of this? No company is going to use Zig. They are enum like a drop-down list rather than just a blank text box you can type. Using it ensures that only one value you've predefined as part of the enum can be present in a particular field variable. Okay. Hello? I forgot it's because storing every token you find. Yeah, I'm just going to do an array of them. I think, Caesar, I'm going to go with a bad implementation first, and then I'll fix it. I think that's more so the way I'm headed. Because I know some of them are like, you don't need to store a left brace. So like the val could be optional. Type safety in Python. Oh. What am I doing with my life? What the fuck am I doing right now? Will it like auto do them? No? Except you don't need to store a... Yeah, I know. I'm aware. However, I raise you. I'm using Python, so clearly I don't care about storage. Well, I'm not even gonna fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. This is not an errors as value language either. Yeah, it is the simplest approach. That is the goal, no? Okay, so if we were to lex a string, then we would need a result. If the, because the way I'm thinking about doing it is literally just like string is this. If not string, or like if string, like then go to the next thing. Yeah. So like something like this. Then just append it to tokens. I would like to do something like, dude, a while ago I made Shift K and Shift J, like iterate through this, but now I just can't type token. Oh, fuck, that's funny. So I have to do, I'll just take this and then virtual the world and tilde it. Token stir string. So then I get this token stir is not defined. That's like what I want to like. That's why I think I need this. You know what I should do? Put this into ChatGPT. And I'm just gonna be like, how do I use an enum for this in Python? This is gonna return, how do I say an array? I don't know how to do types in Python actually. Just use string literals. So like something like this. You think? You think? Yeah, sure, why not? Type in Python is a crime. Dude, I know it's like gotten better though. "16 years ago. No. I know it's gotten better recently. Oh, and I'm getting an encoding overload. So it'd be a list of tuples, this string, and then like Look, we're not getting that deep, Caesar. We'll get there eventually, okay? We're simply beginning, okay? I need like, I will need something like, thinking, do I need something like predefined for quotes and stuff? Like, it's like if it's not a quote, then we just return. Honestly, I think just writing it out too simply is damaging your thinking caps. Honestly, I don't fully agree with you because I don't know the right way of doing this. So it's kind of like I want to try something a bad way and then figure out why it's bad. I don't know. That probably doesn't make sense, but unless you have like a good link of like an article I can read on how to like, so I don't want to do a tutorial. I kind of just want to do how I'm thinking about it. You know? How do you... How do I return something or another thing? Like, how can it be two different things? Fair enough. Yeah, I just don't know enough about this. So it's like, I don't know if I'm able to... Can I just use or? So it's going to be none or stir. Use something like Q when you use... Yeah, I could. I think there, I mean, guys, there are a million ways to implement this. So then, fell through, so remove the quote from the string, and parse until you find another string, or another quote. So that means, dude, I used Racket for my, like Northwestern's programming languages classes use Racket. And then also like our intro course uses Racket. Hate Racket with a fraction. You don't like this? You don't like that? You don't like, what was it? Like begin bang? Something like that? Some fucking bullshit. You telling me you didn't have a good time? I can see. Or no. For char and self.token string. This is also meant to be a token string. Wait. What am I fucking doing? What am I doing? Yeah. Yeah. You're telling me you did that whole thing in Dr. Racket? In Dr. Racket you did that? Oh, brother. Return result. Well, first we need to dequeue this. The NeoVim is legit worse. You tried to get it. I remember I got it working with the VS Code because that was back when I was using VS Code. I can't imagine trying to do that with. What you can add is to remove all. Oh, true. True. VS Code wasn't that bad to set up. NeoVim was. Or NeoVim looked like it, but I also wasn't using NeoVim at the time. I should add. Possibly clear all accession, etc. White space beforehand. I'm also probably only gonna do this for like 10 more minutes. I kind of want to go eat something and walk around. Done with Racket? What year are you, by the way? I feel like I never asked. Like, I'm assuming you're a student, Lou? Actually, we can do this in here. Take the length of result plus 1. Junior, nice. Nice. You're not Unc, bro. You're probably age-wise the same age as me, because I'm like really early birthday for my bracket. Unc plus then? Are these not like aligned right? So why is it jumping there? The fuck is Racket? It's like some Lisp language that is not fun. It is nothing but a bad time. I agree. Leaving is great. How the fuck do you do? How do you return an error? Oh, that's not errors. Oh yeah, we're raising errors. Oh, we're raising errors. Oh hell yeah. Oh yeah, we're dude going from Go to this. Fuck. Okay, so how do I? How do I raise CL? What the fuck is CLS? What do I want? I want like an exception. So how do I exception? Raising exceptions. Okay, so I can just raise like this. Expected end of string quote. Okay. It's like, that should be that. I think. Okay. Because we check if we have a quote. If we do, then we're returning none. Else remove it from the token string. And then loop through the chars until we find a quote. We then remove it from the token string, the whole thing, and we return res. Else we're just adding it. And if we ever get down here, we didn't encounter another one. Seems fine. So you find that, or that. You can find its index. So you're saying like go through and find like a left bracket or a right bracket, like find all the instances of them, and then between those two indices is that requires, yeah. Huh. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I might honestly end here and just read a lot tonight about stuff like this. Because I don't know if I like that exactly. I feel like I'm fine with this linear search type of thing. And then essentially just do like what I did in my class thing is like number equals self.x. If num is not none. Kind of just the same thing. Gonna just keep going down. Yeah. And then just keep checking if it's not none. Should have an ID value to a token, by the way. That's what it, like, I'm kind of treating this as an ID, but it's what I kind of don't know how to do in Python. Like, how do you recommend doing this, Caesar? It's like, because I was thinking of making something like an enum, but I don't exactly. I was thinking of doing. I feel like I've written this like 30 times. And then just doing like. Shit. Yeah. And just doing something like, I don't know what all my tokens would be like. Is there going to be a null one? I don't know. Oh, nice, Robin. Nice, nice, nice. Can it always, like, does it auto increment? Like, if I put the first one as -1, will it? Season.spring. Can it not auto increment? Because, like, I know in C it does. Okay, so it's just call auto a bunch of times. It's a little bit weird, but sure. So then down here, I would do something like token dot maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. But at that point, do I just say stir? Because I already have token as the name. I think I'll do that. Something like this, maybe. And then I'd kind of just go down the same thing. So that flex bool. Boolean is not none. I'm gonna do the same thing. And kind of just keep going down. I think this is a fine pattern. Like how would I flex a bool? Do I want to return them as actual numbers or as like strings of them? I think I want to return them as strings of them. Secret sauce. Oh, what the fuck? Dude, REST syntax is crazy. I think I might end here, even though it's very like anticlimactic. I'm just a little bit burnt right now. I've been streaming for like 3.5 hours. I think I'll pick up with this tomorrow. I think we got a good start. I like this project. Yeah. Do I want to end here? Yeah, I should. Okay, I'm gonna go eat food until my mom cooked dinner. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for popping by. Join the Discord. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Shameless plug. Like the stream. Subscribe. I don't know. I've never shamelessly plugged like that before. Can you tell I'm not used to it? I'll try to set up more stuff with the Discord. It's very bare bones right now, but yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night, guys. Yeah. See you tomorrow for day 20.